in the shadowed underbelly of Paris, where the sane whispered secrets to the night, stood the Opera della Luna Theater, forgotten by time, its grandeur eroded by decades of neglect. Elena Voss, a 24-year-old ballerina from a small American town, had clawed her way into its corps de ballet through sheer desperation. Her dreams were laced with the ghosts of prima ballerinas past, Pavlova Fantine, and the enigmatic Marguerite Duval, who vanished mid-performance in 1923, leaving only a blood-stained stage and rumors of madness. Elena's arrival was unceremonious. The company was rehearsing Giselle, a tale of love, betrayal, and spectral vengeance. She was cast as a mere Willia, ghostly maiden in the ensemble, but it was her foot in the door. Te directeur, Monsieur le Vrai. A gaunt man with eyes like polished obsidian barely glanced at her. "Prove yourself, or fade away," he snarled. Her first night in the theater's cramped dressing room, Elena felt an unnatural chill. The mirrors were fogged, as if breathing. While unpacking, she discovered a hidden compartment in her assigned locker. A dusty velvet box containing a tutu of deepest crimson, embroidered with silver threads that seemed to pulse like veins. Folded inside was a yellowed note, "For the one who dares to dance eternity. MD, curiosity, overrode caution." The fabric was impossibly soft, almost alive against her skin. She tried it on in secret, twirling before the mirror. Her reflection smiled back, but her lips hadn't moved. Shaking it off as fatigue, she locked it away. Rehearsals intensified. Elena struggled. Her turns were sloppy. Her leaps lacked height. The other dancers whispered, "She's not ready for the willies." One evening, alone in the studio after hours, frustration boiled over. She donned the crimson tutu again, slipping into her pointe shoes. Music swelled unbidden from the old phonograph in the corner. Giselle's haunting act to melody. As she began to dance, something shifted. Her body moved with inhuman grace. Pirouettes spun endlessly. Arabesques arched beyond natural limits. She felt a warmth spreading from the tutu, like hands guiding her waist. Into Miro, her eyes flickered not blue, but Marguerite's rumored emerald green. Exhilarated, she practiced until dawn, collapsing in ecstasy. The next day, the Faveva noticed. "Magnificent, mademoiselle. You'll lead the willies tonight." Elena beamed, but Anise snored. That night, on stage, the tutu clung like a second skin. The audience gasped at her ethereal performance, but midway through, a whisper echoed in her mind, "Dance with me, forever." Backstage, she tried to remove the tutu. It wouldn't budge. Threads dug into her flesh like roots. Panicking, she clawed at it, drawing blood. The mirror showed bruises blooming on her arms, old bruises, shaped like fingerprints. Sleep evaded her. Dreams came instead. Visions of Marguerite Duval, a starlet in the 1920s, obsessed with perfection. Marguerite had discovered an ancient relic tutu woven from silk, dyed in the blood of sacrifice dancers. Cursed by a vengeful seamstress who lost her daughter to the ballet's brutality. It granted flawless dance but demanded a soul in return. Marguerite resisted, but the curse twisted her. She murdered rivals, their screams muffled by the orchestra. Finally, during her last performance, the tutu consumed her, leaving only crimson stains. Elena woke screaming, the tutu still fused to her. She researched frantically in the theater's archives, fingers trembling over brittle clippings. Duval's disappearance, madness, or murder. One article detailed witnesses seeing her body contort unnaturally, bones cracking as she spun faster than humanly possible, until she vanished in a swirl of red mist. Desperate, Elena confronted Lefebvre. "This tutu, it's hers, isn't it?" "You knew," he laughed, a hollow sound. "The Opera de la Lune thrives on legends. Child Marguerite's spirit keeps us alive. Wear it, or join the forgotten." That night, the full moon bathed the stage in silver. Elena was to perform a solo variation. The tutu throbbed against her ribs, syncing with her heartbeat. As the curtain rose, the audience hushed. She began, but control slipped. Her legs moved of their own accord, forcing endpoint, until her toes bled through the satin. Whispers grew two voices. Join us, Elena dance. The Eternal Willies. Spotlights dimmed unnaturally. Shadows coalesced into figures, pale dancers in tattered white, their eyes hollow sockets. They weren't actors. They were the lost souls of ballerinas claimed by the curse. Marguerite emerged from the mist, her form translucent, face a mask of decayed beauty, lips curled in an eternal grin. Elena fought, but the tutu tightened, cracking her sternum. Pain exploded as her spine arched backward, vertebrae popping like applause. The audience murmured, thinking it part of the show. She spun. Faster. Faster, blood trickling from her ears, her nose. Visions assaulted her. Marguerite's kills. Throats slit with poinked shoe ribbons. Bodies hidden in the theater's catacombs. In a final bid for freedom, Elena staggered to the edge of the stage, hurling herself into the orchestra pit. But the tutu pulled her back, threads lashing out like tentacles, wrapping around her neck. Gasps turned to screams as her body levitated, twisting in midair. Bones shattered audibly. Femur, tibia, the snap of her neck, echoing like a cymbal crash. The curtain fell, but the horror lingered. The audience fled, whispering of a haunted performance. La Favers smiled from the wings, already scouting the next ingenue. In the empty theater, the crimson tutu lay pristine on the stage, waiting, and in the mirrors, two reflections danced. Marguerite and Elena, forever entwined in an endless, blood-soaked pirouette. But wait, there's more. Years later, a new dancer, curious and ambitious, found the velvet box. The cycle began anew. For the opera de la lune never dies. It feeds on the dreams it devours. The end. No. In the quiet hours, if you listen closely, you can hear the faint patter of pointe shoes and the screams that follow.